Okay, let's get into this. What we have here, it's a set of lyrics, and they are, well, they're raw. Really intense stuff, very personal.
Definitely law.
So our mission, really, for this deep dive, is to try and cut straight to the heart of these words, understand the struggle, the imagery, which is so vivid, sometimes unsettling, and what it all reveals.
Yeah, think of it less like, a polished song you'd hear on the radio. It's more like a direct line, an unfiltered window into someone's actual experience.
Oh,
It
yeah.
gives you this perspective that's totally unvarnished, like reading a private confession just laid bare.
Absolutely. And right off the bat, the lyrics just hit you with this mix, this collision of the outside world and internal pain. You get, I did cocaine in Memphis, Tennessee underneath the ghost of Elvis Presley. It's not just doing something, it's loaded,
Yeah.
weighted down by the place, the history, the legend.
Right, and the location isn't just background noise there.
No, it feels like the place itself is almost a character, maybe witnessing, maybe even influencing the struggle that's happening.
Yeah. And that's what's really fascinating, how the external environment gets so tangled up with the internal state. It's not just a backdrop.
Right.
That specific line, it links a really physical, raw act to this heavy, almost spectral presence of the past,
Huh.
and cultural weight. It's like the struggles aren't just happening in a place, but with the environment sort of pressing in.
Yeah, exactly. And the struggle isn't only emotional or psychological, it's physical,
Yeah.
super visceral.
Oh, yeah.
The lyrics detail a body in pain.
Yeah.
My feet are cracked and blistered and sore. And then you get the stark reality of addiction right there. Grab me up another needle and spoon. This physical decay, it feels like it mirrors something deeper, some kind of brokenness.
And that physical description, it's not just like random detail. It really underscores how severe the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
It grounds all that emotional, that mental torment in something tangible, something real. And when you put it together with images like, my socks are gone, somebody stole my shoes, it just paints this picture of being completely stripped down. Yeah, totally vulnerable, having even the most basic things taken away. It's like a physical sign of loss.
And building on that sense of loss and being exposed, the lyrics also grapple with the past you can't escape, especially relationships.
The relationship part, strong.
Phrases like, she was the circumstance that I could not surpass, and those repeated lines, thinking of you, hell with these ghosts of you. It suggests this really deep emotional entanglement. It makes you ask, are these past connections the reason for the current pain? Or are they more like ghosts that haunt and maybe even fuel the battles happening now?
That's a great question. If we try and connect that to the bigger picture, the past isn't just memory here. It feels like an active force, almost parasitic.
Yeah.
That ghost of you line is particularly powerful. The memory isn't just sitting there. It's a haunting presence, adding to the current hell, as the lyrics put it. It suggests that getting past the present means facing these echoes that stick around.
And maybe the deepest layer here is the internal conflict being described. I fell back down on my ass just to see I'm sick, twisted to the core.
Yeah.
That's not just falling physically, it's diving into self-loathing.
Right. A real moment of sort of dark self-awareness.
And then there's this idea of something foreign, something invading the self. This parasite inside me rearranging my entire brain, sometimes feeling insane, but then you get the brutally honest other side. I really only wanted more. It's like a battle where the enemy feels external, the parasite.
Yeah, like it's not you.
But it's driven by this intensely personal craving, the wanted more.
What really stands out there is how cyclical that internal battle feels. The self-awareness, knowing you're sick, twisted to the core, it doesn't automatically mean you escape.
Yeah.
It exists right alongside that overwhelming desire, the wanted more, and the feeling of being manipulated by this internal parasite. It's a really vivid description of addiction as this force that both is you and somehow isn't entirely you at the same time.
And all of this just seems to converge into this powerful sense of being utterly trapped. Looks like I've dug this hole I'm in too soon, ain't got no moon to light this road, I've been stuck here with these folks that I knew. There's just this profound feeling of isolation in the dark, right? No clear way out.
And the past is always there.
Always present through these folks that I knew who left that ghost behind. And the hole was dug too soon, which maybe suggests, what, starting this cycle young? Making that feeling of being trapped even heavier.
It really paints a picture of being caught, doesn't it? Caught between a painful past, a present that's debilitating, and a future where you just can't see any light. The raw language, the visceral images, they just amplify this sense of being completely stuck.
So wrapping up this deep dive, What does this really personal, unvarnished snapshot tell you about the human experience? We've kind of walked through how places, physical pain, haunting memories, internal conflict, how they all collide.
Yeah, and this incredibly vivid portrayal of struggle, addiction, feeling lost.
It's just a raw, unfiltered kind of expression. It bypasses maybe fancy metaphors to just hit you directly with the feeling itself.
Exactly. It lands hard.
Which leaves us with a final thought, something for you, the listener, to consider. In a world where we often see and maybe present polished versions of ourselves, what can we learn about the true nature of pain and memory and the battles we fight inside from expression like this that just hold absolutely nothing back?